Hey everyone, now I've been getting a lot of requests to make a pulled pork, and today's your lucky day. That's exactly what I'm going to be doing. Now I think you'll all be surprised just how easy, quick and simple it is to whip up your own pulled pork at home. I'm going to be using my slow cooker, and if you put it on at lunchtime it'll be ready by dinner time, and the flavours in this are just like how they should be. So anyway, let's start making it.
This is Greg's Kitchen.
So there are a few ingredients involved, but nothing that you shouldn't already have in your fridge or in your cupboard. Now I'm saying the ingredients along the way as per usual, and I'll be leaving a list of what I'm using down below with all the measurements. So let's start cooking. Now the pork that I'm using today is a piece of shoulder pork. I've got about 1 kilo or 2 pounds worth of the pork. So of course if you're going to use a bigger piece, use more of the ingredients that I'm going to be showing you today. Anyway, for starters, let's get a bowl, because I love adding butter to nearly everything I cook. Now there is a reason why, and that reason is that everything tastes better with butter. So I've got a few nice chunks worth there, which I'll just nuke for a minute to melt. Right, so while that's nuking, let's grab ourselves a little bowl here, and into there we will add about 3/4 cup of barbecue, of barbecue sauce. Oh God, don't tell me I've run out. Oh no. You've got to be kidding me. It's, in actual fact, it's about 3/4 to a cup. I mean, it all depends on how much sauce you actually want in the end of this pulled pork, and how big your piece is, of course. So I've got my 3/4 cup of barbecue sauce there. Now we need about 1/2 cup and a bit of apple cider vinegar as well. Geez, I've nearly run out of that as well. You'll also need some chicken broth. I've just got 1 stock cube here, chicken stock cube, and we need the equivalent amount that we used of the apple cider vinegar, which was about just over 1/2 cup. So use the stock cube and add some water in there. So now 1 tablespoon of mustard. Oh, I've run out of everything. 1 tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. Dry thyme. We'll need about a teaspoon's worth of that. And some brown sugar. I will be using about 2 tablespoons worth of that. After my experience with that KFC pulled pork roll, the last thing I want to do is put too much sugar in my pulled pork. Now an option is a little bit of tomato paste. You don't have to put this in, but I just like adding a tiny bit's worth, about a tablespoon's worth of that in as well, just to give it some depth. Let's just give that a quick mix. And we grab our onion and 2 cloves of garlic, and we need to cut these up into small pieces. So by the magic of YouTube, that's done. And once that's done, let's throw this in with our mix. Probably should have used a little bit bigger jug for this. Anyway, there should still be enough room to put the melted butter. Oh yeah. And there you have it. That is the pulled pork mix done. Now if you're into spicy pulled pork, please add a teaspoon of your favourite chilli powder in there as well. You'll really enjoy the extra spice that it gives. I've actually got myself one of these really hot spicy little chilies that the neighbour was growing on his tree, and which fell off into my hand while I was there last night taking it. So I'll be throwing this in with my mix today as well, just to give it that little bit of poof. Anyway, that's all the hard work done. Let's start cooking this. So I got my $20 slow cooker here. Best value, mate. Get yourself one if you don't have one. Into which I'll just throw a little bit of oil. This is just some vegetable oil. I'll lubricate the bottom of that with this. Now we just throw in the pork and pour over our mix. Whack the old lid on. I'll set that to high, and that should only need about 3 hours to cook. 3 to 4. If you want to cook it for 6 on high, go for it. Or if you want to cook it on low for about 8 to 10, do that as well. Totally up to you. The best way to know is by sticking a fork in, and if it starts flaking away, then it's ready. So I'll come back in 3 hours just to show you what it's like after 3 hours. In the meantime, I'm off to the shops to get some bread rolls and some more barbecue sauce and apple cider vinegar. So I'll see you soon. Oh, whoopsie daisy. I nearly forgot my chilli. Hey folks, well it's been 3 hours and let's take a look at how this is going. Oh, yes, it's still going. Let's see if this is starting to fall apart at all. No, not yet. It's sort of starting to, but not enough. Still needs a good couple of hours, I reckon. Now, I didn't really have enough barbecue sauce first time, so I'll just bought some new stuff. So I'll just, pour some in there. That's about another 1/4 cup that I just put in there. Stir that around. You can see it's sort of starting to flake, but anyway, I'll leave it for another couple of hours. And we'll come back and check it. It should be ready by then. Well, I hope so. Alrighty, well it's been about 4.5 hours and it's got to be ready by now, surely. I'm starving here. So, let's have a look. See if we can break it up. So oh look at that. It's just falling apart. The neighbours are cheering. Everyone's enjoying this. Look at that. Just easily just falling apart now, breaking into its little tiny bits like it should. You beauty. Now I should have taken it out of here first because I might be scratching the crock pot, but it was only 20 bucks. I'll just buy another one, right? So we'll just go through and break it all up. Now it does look like there's a lot of gravy, doesn't there? I probably put a bit too much in compared to the piece of meat that I use. So I'll leave the lid off and let it reduce a bit, get some of that liquid out. But it still looks pretty good. I'm going to go for the taste test. So I'll butter one of these bread rolls that I went and bought and we'll give it the old taste test. We'll get this pork, put on my bread roll. Oh boy, that looks good. Yum-o. Okay, well that's what a real pulled pork roll looks like. Thank you very much, fast food chains. So let's give this one a go. Oh! Oh my god. Oh man. It just shot its load everywhere. Oh no, all down my jumper. Ah! But I tell you what, that tastes absolutely amazing. It's got the beautiful barbecue flavours. It's not too sweet. It's got a hint of a little chilli in there. And of course that butter just sends it into another world. Anyway, if you do make it, I'd love to know how yours turns out. If you're not already subscribed, make sure you subscribe for more. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time right here on Greg's Kitchen. Oh yeah. I'm going to let that reduce for a bit. Oh yeah.